So now we'll try to look at LSA, TSA and volume of a cuboid. So if it is a cube, what did we understand? If it is a cube, all the sides or faces are squares. These were all squares, so we applied area of square, which was equals to a square. So in a cuboid, all sides are going to be rectangle. So if I take this as length of the rectangle and this side as the breadth of the rectangle, area is actually going to be L into B. So that's area. That's what we need to know to find cuboid. So in that, what did we write? We wrote all the sides. Let's just write them again. ABCD is the top, which is actually going to be, if this is L, L is my length and B is my breadth and this is the height. So because these are parallel lines, if this is length, so that this one will also be length. Opposite to that, that will also be length. Opposite to that, that will also be length. So just keep in mind, so I've mentioned LBH once, but the opposite ones are going to be the same length. If this is B, the on top this is actually going to be B. That's length, which is the breadth, and that's a measurement. So if I take ABCD as rectangle now, so what happens? ABCD, it has length L and breadth as breadth B. So that means area is actually going to be L into B, which is LB. Similarly, E, F, G, H. I'm trying to group them based on lateral surfaces and then the top and the bottom. So it will be easier for us to just to find out LSA and TSA. So this will be again what happens, that is L, base actually has B, so that's actually going to be L into B, which is LB. These are all again areas of those faces which are rectangles. Cuboid, all the faces are rectangles. So now let's try to write front and back. A, D, H, E. So look at that, A, D, H, E. A, D, H, E. Length here is this, which is B, and this is my breadth, which is H. So as you can see, if I take that, I'll just draw it just for the sake of understanding. So this is B, that is H. All I have is this is A, D, H, E. To find out the area, I need to multiply B into H. So it's actually going to be B into H, which is BH. So similarly, if I'm writing this front side and the back side will be B, C, G, F is equals to again B into H. It will be same because it's a rectangular box. The front, back is same, left, right it's same, and top and bottom is same. So now I'm left with left side and right side. A, B, F, E and D, C, G, H. These two are going to be, how is that? So let's write that one. If that is D, C, G, H, I have this as L and this as H. If I want to find out the area of this multiplied by this times this, L into H. So L into H, L into H, both of them are going to be LH, LH. So what I've done is I've written areas of all the faces. This one is top and bottom. These are front and back. These are left and the right side. So now same method what we used for cube, LSA, lateral surface area. So it's only the sides, now it does not include top and bottom. So if I take this, all I need to do is I'm actually going to add these ones. So what happens if I add LSA, BH plus BH plus LH plus LH? I'm actually going to get 2BH and 2LH. If you are able to write this diagram, you should be able to come up with this formula. You don't need to know anything except what is the area of rectangle. That's very important. So now what happens? Even if I take 2H outside, L plus B, still the same. I'm just taking common and then finding the values. So that's my LSA of cuboid. So now coming back to TSA, total surface area. So as we understood, if I want to find out the total surface area, I need to add two more faces, two more areas, which are top and bottom. We already know this. This plus this should give me TSA. It's the addition of sum of all the areas of all the faces from that cuboid or the box. So I already have 2BH plus 2LH, and if I add these two, what will I get? It will be 2LB, which is 2LB. If I take 2 common, I'll be left with 2BH LH plus LB. Square units, square units. That's my TSA. All done. Just simple this drawing. Separate the sides. If you write the areas, you will know exactly what to add. You'll come up with the formula. Now let's move on to volume. So when I go to volume, remember what we discussed even for cube. So if I'm actually going to place a rectangular cardboard on top of each other, I keep on going. These are all my rectangular cardboard pieces. This becomes my height. I still have this as L, this as breadth, this as breadth, this as my length. This is my height. So if I'm actually going to stack this up, let's say if I have just a $10 bill or 10 rupee note, if I go on stacking them with 25 bills, how much money do I have? What am I going to do? The 25 multiplied by $10 or 10 rupees, I am actually going to give me rupees or dollars. I'm multiplying that by the number of the bills what I had here. So here these are not the bills or even the any denomination money. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to find out this height, that is that thickness. If I multiply L into B is actually going to give me area of 1, and if I multiply the times by height, the numbers, total numbers, that is my height, is actually going to give me volume. So volume is equal to L into B into H, which is actually going to be cubic units.